Fever is Your Friend by Dr. Sparks, ND. This video is for educational purposes only and is not meant to replace your doctor's advice. Remember, some symptoms are emergent and require immediate medical care. Let's start this discussion with a caution group so you know when fevers are concerning and a doctor should be consulted. This includes babies under 6 months with a fever over 101 or any fever for more than 1 day, immunocompromised patients, including patients with HIV and transplants, cancer treatments, and the elderly, any fever over 103.5, or fevers with confusion, severe headache, stiff neck, or signs of dehydration. Well, now that you know what to look out for, let's talk about how to handle fevers naturally. We've been taught by some of the best marketing on the planet that we should take medicine to stop a fever. Unfortunately, this information is not in alignment with optimal health. You don't have a fever because you're deficient in Tylenol. Remember from my video, Why Do We Get Sick?, that the terrain of the body is full of morbid matter from things like unhealthy food and drink, stress, and lack of sleep and exercise. This creates an unhealthy state in the body that allows the germs to thrive and spread. A fever is then created by the immune system. When the white blood cells engage in the fight against the virus or bacteria, they send out chemical messengers to create symptoms in the body. Some of these chemicals go to the brain to create the fever. This is a natural response by the body to help fight infection and give the white blood cells the upper hand. When we take medication to stop the fever, we're actually doing the opposite of what our body wants us to do. The medication takes control and suppresses the fever. When the liver detoxes the medication from the blood, the body is finally able to respond and increase the fever again. So now you can have a rebound fever that is typically the same or higher than the previous fever. This path can make symptoms last longer because it will be more difficult for the body to fight the good fight due to the suppression. But there's a natural way to work with fever, a way that's been handed down for hundreds of years and helps the body to fight quickly and come out stronger on the other side. The naturopathic way to work with fever is to let the body have a fever. A fever is anything over 100.5, and an optimal fever is 101.5 to 102.5 for those who are not in the caution group. I'm sure you've heard that old wives' tale, starve a fever, feed a cold. Well, it's actually true. You should not eat when you have a fever. This means no toast or crackers, and especially no dairy, meat, or sugar. When someone has a fever, they should rest and drink plenty of water, herbal teas, and broths. Any food that you put into the body at this point will putrefy in the intestines and create an even more toxic state in the body because the body is spending energy fighting the germ. This will make the fever come back and will make the symptoms drag out even longer. The best thing to do is wait 6 hours after the fever has gone below 99.9 to introduce solids. Again, sugar should not be ingested during this time as it hurts the immune system. This includes fruit juices as they're mainly sugar. Freshly made vegetable juices and broths or pureed veggie soups are a great idea. If a fever goes higher than you would like, you could take a tepid bath, just slightly cooler than body temp, to help bring the fever down naturally and make the person more comfortable. If the fever is not optimal or high enough, then you can drink hot tea and take a hot bath to help raise the temp. Remember, an optimal fever is between 101.5 and 102.5. Now that you know how to handle a fever naturally, you can share this video and help others reclaim their health. Thank you for watching, and as always, you can follow me on my blog, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Dr. Sparks ND.